Today's topic is about art, and I think art is there are many forms of art around us. Maybe it is paintings or music, sculptures, literature, and each of us will perceive art as like differently. But to be honest, I'm not really like familiar with the technical terms of art, maybe the techniques to draw a painting, the techniques to write a song, or something like that. But you have to agree with me that it is not necessary to be a connoisseur in order to enjoy art, right? We can enjoy art in our own way. And not just um, wondering about the aesthetic qualities of painting or what kind of genres of this song. You can just listen to a song or look at a painting and enjoy in your own way. There's a painting that I really like. It's Starry Night of Van Gogh. And every time I look at that painting, I feel I have a feeling of restfulness and serenity because the color that Van Gogh used the most in that painting was blue, which is one of my favorite color. And he's he's really good at drawing that like a whole night, like the city light, and he could capture like every nuances of the sky with like numerous stars. And the most for like the foremost aspect of this painting is how it can create a feeling of maybe peacefulness for the audience, and I think that's the biggest success of this painting. Recently, I think that art is being commercialized and people start to create things that that's kind of mainstream, follow the audience's such as demand and expectation. Well, it is. I think art should be more than that, because it is true that artists also earn their living by like selling their work, maybe paintings or music, but it should depend, or it should total yeah, it should depends on how how their storytelling goes and how they can turn their feelings, their experiences into the audience experiences and stories. um, Art is not something that you're born with that, I think. Maybe there's a small number of people who have that talent initially, but I think that it's important to have that hard work and also the consistency in order to achieve success, in order to gain the recognition of the audience. And they have worked tirelessly in order to bring their work of art to the audience. So I think we should also appreciate their hard work and don't judge them the way that they don't deserve for. Because last night I rewatched a documentary named Miss Americana, and it's about Taylor Swift, and she said that these days she feels that she have to stop, like she have to follow what others say in order to be considered as a good girl. A good girl, like yeah, a good girl should always smile and say good things about other people. And it just it doesn't only showed in her like in her work, because um, especially for female artists in the music industry, it has a lot of limits compared to their male counterparts. You have noticed that Taylor Swift mainly write she writes and sings about love and her exes, something like that, and people they don't like it. They think that it's just so it's not absorbing for them. But if you look further, the male artists, there are many male artists who also sing and write about their girlfriends or their love stories, and nobody requests them to change. Female artists, in fact, have to transform, have to renew themselves more than male artists in order to gain the recognition from the audience, from the public. And they have to transform in a way that the public accept them, not really like freely transformed or freely changed in a free way. And I think that's so sad because art shouldn't be like that. Mm, especially for Taylor, because she has been so dedicated to music and to the fans. So she has all the rights and she deserves to do whatever she wants to do. And I think that's also true for many other cases where artists are considered to be not really important in the society, or just career to make to entertain others. I think art should be some kind of like it has value, and we should appreciate it, not just with the perspective of the audience, but also like some kind of more respect and good attitude towards with them. Well, it's really annoying for me when other people keep judging the artists in terms of their bodies or their style, their personal information in personal life, but not focus on the real work of art that they make. Well, sometimes they can talk about that, but not really in a rude way, especially for the media, because the media always want to find interesting stories about artists' personal life in order to make like the huge headlines. Maybe Taylor Swift has a long list of ex-lovers, something like that. Well, and especially for female artists, because in the music industry, we still have that discrimination between male and female. So I think that we should remove that kind of judgment so that we can enjoy art more freely and appreciate the work of art that the artist has been so dedicated and so and contribute to the society.